Hey guys, just giving you a little update while I'm in Norway. The light is a bit bright and I don't have my good camera because I'm traveling, so I hope you can forgive this, the overexposure, if that's how the camera is on my computer. I'm sitting in the bedroom of some new friends. Their house is in Bergen, Norway. And look, they even have elephants in the wall to make me feel comfortable and at home. It's kind of cute. And I would be recording this outside for privacy reasons, but it's a little cold and I'm not used to it coming from the equator and also from Texas. So here I am, and just did the SKN conference, and just want to tell you a little bit about it, tell you why I'm in Norway, and just explain and give you sort of an update of what's happening on the Shire and in my life and everything. So the conference is the Queer Christian Network, and my friend Marit established this network for people like herself, because she was in the church when she came out and realized that there wasn't really much information for queer people who are Christians, and there's a lot of negative stuff out there, but not much positive. So I think one of her goals is to make sure that there is information online and also in person for people who are feeling like they can't be gay and be a Christian at the same time. So I think she's been successful in that because it started off small and now it's a very big thing. So this conference was the second annual conference that they've had, I believe. I may get my facts wrong because I'm still a bit new to all this, but I was invited to share my story. Marit had seen my videos, my YouTube videos, and invited me to come speak and share my journey a little bit with the group. And it was an extremely emotional weekend. I have not been around any LGBT people in my life. So those of you who think that queer people are queer because they are rubbing shoulders with other queer people and it's cool, that's definitely not me in my case. I haven't seen things in media or anything. I'm pretty isolated in my life, living up on my hillside off-grid in rural Kenya. So I'm just gay because I was born this way, and just got tired of hating myself and wanting to die. So yeah, and I decided that I couldn't keep living that way and keep living a lie, and so I came out literally in 2 days 1 year ago to the world. Before that, I had come out to my husband at the time, 7 months before that, but my actual public coming out was almost a year ago, and flipped my world upside down because I was supported by Christian donors, and well, here we are. I thought it meant I was going to lose everything, and honestly, it was not easy. It was a rough ride, but I'm in Norway right now, feeling so good to be with amazing people and finding some of my people. So to be in this conference surrounded by lesbians and gays and trans and people who are misfits, if you will, and who have been hurt by religion. Some of them are the most amazing praise and worship leaders that you would ever hear in your life, but are now no longer allowed to worship in church because they love the same gender. Love, people. Love. We're not talking about hating. We're talking about loving, which is the thing that baffles my mind, because being gay isn't evil. I'm learning this about myself, that loving the way I love is not evil. It's not bad. And we're just going to have to work through all this. And that's what SKN is about. It's helping those of us who are learning that we aren't evil. We are still very much wonderful people. In fact, I think the LGBTQ people are some of the most sensitive and in a way hurt people, but I think for the most part I'm finding that we respond in love because we're fighting for that one thing, love. And I don't even like to use the word fighting because that's a bit extreme, because I think that word is a bit harsh. So this weekend was amazing, and I got to share, and it was just healing for me as well. A bit overwhelming. I had to leave a few times because I can just sense there's so much pain in there, and there's a lot of triggers for people. I don't define myself now as a Christian because I feel as if I can't accept this personified God who is sentient and um, doesn't, if I am having to say, hey, omnipotent, omnipresent God, there's a person hurting over here, please would you go help them, and that makes me kinder than this God. I think that image of God needs to change. So to me, God is the energy that brings us life and is love between us all and connects us all. And so for me, that is God. God is love. And so, but still, I'm being a part of this group because I still, am a part of this group. It's fantastic. Imagine a church service with praise and worship leaders of churches that won't allow them to worship anymore, but they're the queers, and they are leading worship in a way that cannot even, I can't even imagine. And then also, I mean, for me, it's still a bit of a trigger, the, whole worshiping in that way, but it still is beautiful and amazing to hear and see. And then to have a transgender lead the service, talking about love. And it was really awesome. So, right, now the conference is over. I've been able to sit down and talk with uh, the leaders of SKN. And it's been interesting because we have a lot in common, and our desire to bridge the gaps between people groups. For me, I want to bridge with KEA, Kate Ellen Adventures, to bridge the gaps between cultures. For Kenyans, I want to demystify white people. I don't want us to be saviors anymore. I want to uplift Kenyans and put them on top. And also expose Westerners to Kenyans and see the beauty of the local people. But I also want to be a voice and an advocate for suppressed artists, and also for the earth, who I think needs a voice, and also for LGBT, because in Kenya it's illegal still. So that's where I am right now. So it's nice to see maybe how we can work together, or I don't know. But anyways, so that's really cool. And otherwise, I haven't had time to really see any of Norway. I've been kind of in this space. Just doing all of this work and networking and doing things, preparing for the conference and things like that. And we're all a bit tired. So I've been working on my newsletter and on my, I need to do a fundraiser, honestly, guys, because KEA is a nonprofit and I don't have income apart from donations, because my whole life is working and being a voice and talking, and I don't take a salary. I'm not that kind of person. And so so here I am, though. Who would have thought that I would be in Norway? The kids are on the farm there. Well, I don't like to call it a farm. It's actually a holding, because or a homestead, because farm means I'm selling things, and I'm not. The kids are on the Shire, and they have I've been checking in on them, making sure they're doing their school and brushing their teeth and all the things. Thankful for technology and the ability to do that. Some sad news is our little baby calf passed away. It got ECF. I had the vet out twice to inject the calf, and then the calf just didn't make it. It stopped eating. But otherwise, I have people still working for me there. My two farmhands are working on smoothing walls and doing all of that. And then I have Beatrice there, who works for me, who's looking after the children and feeding everyone and all of those things. So I appreciate all of you who listen and are part of my journey and who give me encouragement. I'm slowly getting to a place where there's less self-hate, more self-love and acceptance, and hopefully if you're following along, you can feel that for yourself as well. Much love to you. I'm going to have to go, and I haven't even had a shower yet today. So I hope you're well. Please leave some comments, ask me questions. I would love to talk to you. I would love to make more videos. And thank you. Thank you so much. All right. See you soon.